everyone, welcome to the show. My name is Amanda Ostrander. I'm a teacher-turned-homeschool mom, and this is Raising A to Z, a place where we talk about all things homeschooling. And today, I'm going to give you a rundown on the best Christmas gifts that your kids will actually use. So it is that time of year. It is when we start thinking about the holidays. Now, if you know me, you know that I am a person who plans ahead. In fact, I did a whole video on my getting ready for Christmas plan. It starts in September. I like to have a plan. And that is especially true when it comes to buying Christmas presents. I love to figure out and get the perfect gift for everybody. And for me, part of getting the perfect gift is not just something kids are going to want. I've got lots of nieces and nephews. When I buy a gift for them, I don't want it just to be something that they want in the moment. I want something that's going to be useful. It's going to be practical, something that they're going to play with long term. And same thing when it goes to my kids. When I pick out gifts for them, I want to get gifts that I know they're going to use and that's not just going to be in a pile come December 31st. Because we definitely have had gifts that are just a pile December 31st. Last year I did a video on my favorite gifts and you guys loved it. So I'm going to do another video like that. Gifts that my kids and that other parents have told me are still in use. Gifts that are still being played with on a regular basis, and some options that maybe you haven't thought of for your kids. My favorite gift, hands down, for my kids and for a lot of kids have been magnetic tiles. Specifically, I love the Picasso brand for a lot of reasons. I love that they are actually solid. There's not a hole in the middle, which some brands do. They actually do stick together very well. They support, even like this, they're quite strong. So my kids build stuff and they actually put characters and stuffed animals, small stuffed animals and things like that on top of them and they stay. They're a really solid thing. I like that also the magnets are enclosed. So again, safety. But my kids got a double pack. So they got two 100-piece packs. I want to say 3 Christmases ago. They still play with magnetic tiles almost every single day. They're playing with these guys every single day. In fact, I just broke up a fight over who has more magnetic tiles, because they are both trying to build different things. One's building a house for their toy and the other one's building the Emerald City from Wicked, okay? So we play with them constantly. So if you're looking for a gift that spans age ranges, is super great, builds a lot of creativity and imagination, Picasso tiles are great. Amanda, we already have Picasso tiles. You know what's nice about Picasso tiles? There's a lot of add-ons. So you can get add-on kits. This is part from a marble run they got 2 years ago. So that was an add-on we did 2 years ago. The marble run kit is fantastic. My kids actually don't use the marble run kit the way it's supposed to be used. They use all of these as tubes and slides, but they all hook in. This is the tile that comes with the for the, what's it called? Marble run. And they hook in like this. And so then they can actually make different things. So that was a great kit that my kids absolutely love. And then this year I actually one of their bigger group gifts went for a whole bunch of accessories for them. So over the years, we've just added accessories or things to them. So another great option for an accessory are the car bases. These are the standard car bases. They also come in minis. It's a 2-piece. They're under $20. But this allows them to make vehicles, make trains, to make all kinds of things that have wheels. They went through a huge phase where they made camper vans when they played Peppa Pig. Not that they do that anymore, but they would do make camper vans, and mobile homes for their toys. So these are super, super great. This is actually for my nephew because we already have a set. So he's getting Picasso tile car bases for Christmas, but a great accessory. And then for my kids this year, I actually did get them a couple of Picasso tile accessories kind of as a group gift. And I got them on Amazon. I'm going to put links for all this stuff so you guys can find it. But I did get it on sale on the Prime days. So it was buy one, when you got 2, you got 20% off bonus prices or whatever. Anyway, so a few things I got that are just fantastic. I got this, this is a windows and door set. So this is the thing my kids complain about, is that they can never put windows and doors because it's all solid faces. So these are actually openable, movable windows and doors for your houses. So this is going to be a huge hit, and I can already imagine that there's going to be fights over these because they're going to love them so much. Which they gotta work it out, right? So windows and door sets. This is another thing that I love. These are Lego tiles for your Picasso tiles. So they actually have their, like, you can see, you can actually build Lego on top of these and add to the fun. My kids are always building little houses or little like pieces of furniture or whatever. You can now add them to your magnet tiles. So I can guarantee you that this is going to also be a hit. Another thing that I ordered was the support beams. So these are for the racing sets, because I also ordered the racing, what are they called? Racetrack slopes. So you can make like slides and racetracks and stuff like that. So, these are also really great for adding structure. If you're having like a wider thing, you can add these in the middle to help kind of support your kids', buildings. So I got them a box of the structure, the supports, and then I also got them some race track slopes. I have a feeling these will become like the yellow brick road or slides or things like that, because that's how my kids play. But again, one toy, essentially Picasso tiles, and now I've gotten like almost 4 Christmases of play out of them just by adding a couple accessories. And we're still playing with them all the time. So Picasso tiles, fantastic. Another gift that my kids absolutely love is they haven't loved their Instax camera. Alexi adores her camera. She asked for it 2 years ago. So she would have been 7. It gets used constantly. And the nice thing is like, yes, the film is a little bit pricey because like no one buys film anymore, right? It is what it is. But then she gets the camera, and then every year she gets some film for Christmas, and it's, you know, like I said, it's kind of like buying it once and then you have like a few things you can add to it every year. So she got a case one year, she gets film on a regular basis for Christmas. It is a fantastic gift, and she likes it that she can take pictures with it and then like they share it with each other. And then the other thing she loves to do, she has a friend who just moved away, and so she's taken pictures of like her and herself and the chickens or herself and the dog. And she's mailed those photos to her friend because it was a really easy way for her to like connect. And so like, it's easy to add photos to letters and stuff like that. So she has loved her Instax Mini 11. That's what she loves. So she also has a disabled iPhone that she uses for like the camera feature because she loves to film videos and do photography and stuff like that, and you get much higher quality pictures. She can like put it on the iPad and do editing for videos and stuff. And she was complaining that she's like, I can't get the pictures off of my iPad and like send that picture to my friend or give that picture to Grammy. Like I can't do that. So for Christmas this year, I picked up the Instax Mini Link 2, which is a small portable printer. So it uses the same film as the Instax camera. So it is a tiny little printer, and it uses the same film as her like camera, but it hooks up to her phone. And so she can like send the pictures to the printer and it'll print off in the same like Polaroid style picture. But then she can actually take multiple photos. She could pick the best one, and it's much more convenient for her to carry her camera around, especially, you know, and she can edit a photo and print it and stuff. So this is kind of like her big Christmas gift this year. She has asked for it, and she's gonna be very excited come Christmas when it's under the Christmas tree. Another thing that my kids absolutely love and that we love as a family activity are board games. And Christmas, I find, is a great time to expand your board game collection. It's also a nice time to kind of like invest in something maybe a little bit bigger. Because, you know, you can get some great games on a regular basis, but around Christmas, a lot of the games go on sale. And so sometimes you can get a more expensive game for a really decent price. So I'm going to show you a couple games my kids absolutely have been loving this year. Some of these have been Christmas gifts. Some of them will be Christmas gifts. But yeah, I'm going to do a whole game review in a couple of weeks. So if you're like, I really want some more Christmas games or more board games for our family, don't worry, I will have a full game schooling video. It's actually probably gonna be 2 videos, one of like math games, one of like language and skills games. But I'm going to just show you some games that are just fun and my kids absolutely love. And there's learning in them too, but they don't realize that. So Unstable Unicorns is super fun. It's very small. It doesn't take very long, which is a huge hit for some of my younger family members. Basically, you have different kinds of unicorns, and you're trying to collect different unicorns and build a unicorn army. And there's different action cards, and depending on what cards you have in your hand, you can play them, and the person who builds the best army at the end wins. So very simple game, lots of fun. My kids get a kick out of all the different kinds of unicorns, and like I said, it doesn't take very long. They say it's great for ages 6 and up. Zoe's been playing this for a while. You can play with anywhere from 2 to 6 players, and it takes anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes depending on how intense you get. On average, our games last about 20 minutes total. So not a long game, but a super fun game. Another game that we have been getting, probably the game that we've gotten the most play out of this year, is King Domino. This game is so much fun. Basically, every player is trying to build their own 25 square kingdom. So a 5 by 5 square, using all the different tiles, and you get points depending on what tiles you have. So for example, you see here we have this is like a mining tile on this side, and this is like a swampland. So because this mining tile has crowns, this piece of land is worth 2 points. So if I were to stack them together, get a domino and stack them together. So now I have, so I have 2 squares, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crowns. So it's 2 times 5 is 10. So this section here is worth 10 points, and these are both worth 0 right now because there's no crowns. But if I were to add like another piece down here, or like this, okay, all of a sudden this one has 2 crowns. So now it's 2 times 2. So now this is 4 plus the 10, we're at 14. And basically every time you play, you're trying to build the highest points of a kingdom within 25 squares. It's nice because it's a game where like at the end, it ends. Like every turn you're using up all the tiles. You use up 4 tiles per turn because it's anywhere from 2 to 4 players. You use up 4 tiles per turn, and you go through all 48 tiles. And when you're done, you're done. And then you add up at the end who has the most points. So it does take 15 minutes to play this game. My kids love it. Zoe loves it. Alexi loves it. My husband loves it. I love it. It's a fantastic game. Catan. This is the family edition. So it is a little bit different from the regular Catan in that you cannot expand the family edition, but it is the exact same game as the regular Catan. It is just like a pre-made board essentially, so that it is a little bit simpler. You just like set it up, like it pops together like a puzzle, and you're just like boop, 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 and you're done. You're ready to go. Alexi loves board games. She likes them a lot more than Zoe does, but she will happily play this game with us every day of the week. They recommend it for ages 10 and up. Alexi is 9. She's been playing it for almost 2 years. Basically, you're trying to build roads, make villages, and, feed your nation in a sense. And you're doing that by collecting different kinds of cards. It is a little more complicated. It is a lot more strategy, a lot more trying to figure out what to do. And it does take a little bit longer also. It is about a 60-minute game, but we absolutely love it. So if you have some older kids or some kids who are like really into games, an awesome game to add to your collection. This one I have not played yet because it is going to be our kids' Christmas gift this year. This is the game that we're adding to our collection. It is Disney's Villains. I have heard nothing but great things about this game. I'm so excited. They recommend that this game is for ages 10 and up. Again, if I'm kind of going off of how my kids play Catan, I think it'll be fine. It says anywhere from 2 to 4 players, and the recommendation is 20 minutes per player. So for 2 players it'd be 40, for 3 players it'd be 60. But you're basically playing all these different villains, and I've heard nothing but great things about who will be the best villain. Villainess is going to be my kids' game. The other thing that is nice is so we got the intro. This is the basic box. There are different versions. So there's like add-ons. There's all kinds of things that you can do. So if your kids get it and love it, you can totally buy different packs and add on. I think there's a Star Wars pack. So there's different ones. This was the first Christmas gift we got this year. I found it on sale at Indigo in July, and it was on clearance because I think they were redoing the covers for the holiday season. So definitely pick that up because they were clearance, making room for it. And so first Christmas gift purchase this year was purchased in July. And it was that board game. There's also a lot of other smaller games you can get. My kids love any of the Uno games. Uno 99 is fantastic. We also have Uno Reverse somewhere, and Alexi's taken it. It's gone right now because she loves it so much. And we play it all the time. We actually play it at my kids' choir all the time. So they play it like after we do choir practice, all the kids wait for their parents to be picked up, and I routinely have anywhere from 8 to 10 kids sitting around table playing Uno, Uno Reverse and Uno 99 and all that. So fantastic game. Dutch Blitz is another great card game that you can add that's a little more complicated. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a game, but it's just cards, which is kind of nice. So it's very portable, something you can bring with you. It's kind of like a card game version of Catan, but it's a little more simple. And it is for ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players. Love this. I'm going to give you 2 more really quick that I use all the time. We use Canoodle all the time, which is, I've talked about this game so many times. It has all of these little, it's like Tetris, essentially. It's like a Tetris puzzle type of game. There's the little gameplay book in here too. My kids play this all the time. They play it while I'm doing morning basket. So like we play it literally 3 or 4 times a week. The other one that they play is Dog Pile. I don't think Dog Pile is available anymore. It has been changed to Cat Pile, which is the exact same game. But I'll put a link to the new one. But essentially it is another puzzle solving, stacking kind of game with all the little characters. And my kids love it. And again, another morning basket activity for us. And my kids play this at least 2 or 3 times a week. So another great game. Moving on from games. If you need something a little different, kinetic sand. I don't have any with me right now because Zoe is playing with it. But she loves kinetic sand. I love it because it really hits the sensory seeking behaviors that she likes and needs. So she can build with it. She can stack with it. She builds worlds and farms and zoos and whatever she wants to with it. You can easily add plastic toys, marbles, stones, whatever to make it more entertaining. But it is a very easy cleanup as compared to something like rice or regular sand or even like Play-Doh. It doesn't stick to clothes. If you wash it, if they have some in their pockets, it doesn't damage their clothes like slime or Play-Doh. And if it basically, as long as it's not ridiculously dirty, it kind of lasts forever. So basically if it ever starts to dry out, you just add a little smidge more water and it kind of reconstitutes. So it is a great, it's a great sensory toy, especially if you have kids who need that and love that. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's very easy to add things to it. And Zoe plays with it all the time. Kinetic sand is definitely something I recommend. Something else that I recommend is Makedo. So Makedo are a bunch of cardboard tools. So these are all the things that come in a Makedo set. There is the saw, which is, try not to drop all the pieces. This is a saw and you can saw yourself with it. It doesn't hurt. Like it cannot cut your skin, but it does saw cardboard. So you can like collect cardboard boxes, Amazon boxes, cereal boxes, watermelon boxes, which is something we do in the summer, and they can cut it easily. And then you can, like, this one is for perforating. So you can make folds. So it doesn't like cut all the way through, but you can make folds. So you can make doors and window shutters and that kind of stuff. And then what you do is you have screws, little packs of screws, and you can actually attach pieces of cardboard together. And so they have the hole punch on the back for punching a hole to start the screw. And then they have the screwdriver that goes and actually can twist the pieces together and then untwist them. This has been a great activity for us all summer long. We just set it up under our carport and our kids played with it all summer. Alexi is my builder, my little engineering mind, and this has been a fantastic game tool play thing for her. And it doesn't feel super babyish. Now that she's older, it doesn't feel super babyish, but she does get a lot of use out of it. So Makedo are fantastic tools, and I highly recommend them if you have a little builder in your family. Another thing that we get a lot of play of, I don't have any in the house right now, is because it's all of our outdoor stuff. A slack line was something we added to our yard a few years ago. The kids love it. So it's like a thick nylon-y band that you attach to 2 posts or to structure things, and it has one for the top, one for the bottom, and then there's different accessories that go across. So there's different like hoops and rings and nets and stuff, and they have to like balance and walk across. That entertained them for I don't even know how long. And then we also have like a disc swing. That was a huge hit for both my kids. They both sit on the swing routinely and just like chill out. They love the swing. So again, another awesome thing. And if you're saying, hey, I don't really have a place outdoors for a swing, I cannot highly recommend enough the indoor swings. We got one for our kids last year, and I routinely find Alexi in it reading. Like, she just likes to go and curl up and cuddle and just like hang in one of the like big swing bag things. I don't even know what it's called. I will find a picture and post it for you guys. But just because it's Christmas doesn't mean that you can't think ahead to activities that you can maybe pull out when the summer comes. And because summer is kind of over, you might be able to get some of those things for a really great price, which is always a bonus. I've got a couple more things. This is a bracelet making board. If you have little girls who like to make bracelets, this is a game changer. I actually bought this for myself to make bracelets for the Taylor Swift concert. But basically what you do is you set up your beads, you figure out how long you want your bracelet to be. So let's say my kids wanted to make like a 6.5 inch. That's how wide Alexi's wrist is 6.5 inches around. She then can put her string, can go and she starts putting her beads inside. And when the circle is full, then you know that you have enough beads to make a bracelet that long. So it's none of this like, okay, I have enough. Do I have enough? Trying to like wrap it around. Oh yeah, it is long enough. No, it's not long enough. You just fill the circle. It's like a game changer. It makes making bracelets so much easier. I can't even explain it. And then here's like the place where you can like measure out your string. So you'd, for every one, so if it's 6.5 inches, you would do plus 2 inches. So you do 8.5 inches. It makes it so much easier to actually make bracelets. So if you have a little kid who loves to make bracelets, get them a bracelet making board. It's a game changer. I don't often recommend technology, but this year we have been using our iPad so much that I can't not recommend it. And I know everyone's like, oh, iPads. Yes, we know iPads are great. If you're going to invest in something for your kids' schooling, or if you're going to invest in one piece of technology that can be so accessible and used for several years, an iPad is fantastic. I personally am, number one, we're an Apple family. We all have Apple products. But one of the reasons why I recommend the iPad over others is that the built-in stuff in the iPad is so much more powerful. So the stuff that's built into the iPad is really, really good. From the camera to the different programs. So for example, Alexi uses iMovie that's built-in programming to make movies. So yeah, she makes movies with her friends all the time, and like they'll film it, she edits it, and then she like sends it to her friends. And so they do like all kinds of stuff on the iPad, and it's all the free programming that's built into the iPad. There's a lot of incredible apps. So my kids do Duolingo, they do Teacher Monster. You can get like Osmos for these. And then the other nice thing is the parental features on an iPad are phenomenal. You can put in different kinds of like timers to like limit how much screen time they get. And when they hit their screen time, it like sends a message to you as a parent where they can ask and like request for more screen time, and you can like say, yeah, you get 15 more minutes and send it. We have it set that like they can't download anything without our permission. So they can't put anything on the iPad without us knowing. And we actually have to like, we can't just like click and say, oh yeah. No, it sends the alert to our phone, and then we have to go in and put in a passcode on our phone that will then like allow the iPad to download or make any kind of purchases. Like even to download free apps, you need to have permission to do so. So the safety features are fantastic. I do know they're more expensive. If you can find one on sale, Black Friday is probably going to be one of your best bets. Another great option, which we've done for all of our iPads in pretty much forever, is if you go onto Apple, the Apple website, you can get them refurbished, usually for anywhere from like $150 to $200 off the current sale price of them. And basically it's an iPad that someone's returned or like upgraded, and they take it, they put a new screen in, they put a new battery, they give you a new charge cord, they fix anything that was damaged on it, basically on the internal side of it, and then you can buy it, and it's significantly cheaper. So if you're looking for an iPad, that would probably be one of the best ways to do it, especially if it's for your kids. And then I highly recommend a good protector. So, but yeah, an iPad, if your kids are getting older, it might be a really great thing to invest in. And like I said, we use ours all the time, like every single day. I have at least one kid who's using her iPad for something, and it's not just like mind rot. And then lastly, this was a gift that Alexi got last year. If you have a little performer in your house, I cannot recommend a karaoke microphone enough. So these are super cool. Basically, it has the speaker built in, and it hooks up to Bluetooth. So she can pick a song off of her iPad, I can put a song off of my phone and send it to the mic. It'll send the music through the speaker, and then she can actually sing into it as well. Is it on? Yeah. So she can just like sing into it, which is really cool. And then you can add all kinds of things. So you can add like echoes and, yeah, you can do all kinds of things with it. And like I said, you can put in the song. So like if you don't need karaoke tracks anymore or anything like that, you can just find like a karaoke track online. Or what my kids like to do is just sing along with the music version, like with the words, and they just put it through and it plays the music, they sing into it, they love it. Right now with Wicked coming out, they went to see it this summer on Broadway, and they are obsessed because the movie's coming out. We sing a lot of Defying Gravity into this microphone, so it gets used on a regular basis, and if you have a little performer, I highly recommend it. Those are my top gift suggestions. If you have any other great suggestions of things that your kids absolutely love, please leave them in the comments below. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. Consider becoming a member because you get all kinds of really cool perks. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'll see you guys next week when I talk about some really cool stocking stuffers. See you later. Bye.